working hand in hand with the junk food industry to do this at a time when Americans are suffering from, public health disaster due to poor diet, right? It'd be bad enough if we were all healthy, but we're not. We're already suffering so much from diet-related diseases. And so what Mother Jones did was show directly the disconnect between what the federal government tells us, right? So I mentioned before the dietary guidelines, and there are a number of ways that the federal government, gets it sort of right about how we should be eating, and then the money being spent in contrast on this checkout program and with these unhealthy foods. And so, the federal government in the past has said, rightly so, Americans need to reduce our saturated fat intake and certainly reduce sugar intake. Well, I just showed you examples how that has a big disconnect with the products that are being served, and on and on. So again, and this is typical in the federal government, that one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing, or it's more like, well, one hand is conflicted with what the other hand is doing. So particularly the U.S. Department of Agriculture has a huge conflict of interest in that. On one hand, that agency is charged with telling Americans how to eat right. So the Dietary Guidelines for Americans and food assistance programs are about helping Americans eat better. And on the other hand, they represent the animal agribusiness industry and all of agriculture. And of course, the business of agriculture is to sell more products. And